This is not a humorous question, but I think you'll get the drift of it. What happened? Do you understand the joke? That's the name of Hillary's book. Of course, I've made jokes to people about, well, it pretty much says it all on the cover, except they left out the DNC, but that's pretty much it. But seriously, what happened is, we've seen with the hurricanes, the intensity of, we were talking about that earlier, Casey, the intensity of storms increasing, because where we grew up, we experienced tornadoes, and it's just getting worse. You know, the intensity of the storms is getting worse. The frequency of the storms is getting worse. Citizens United, that's what's happened.
Well, you could also take Hillary's title as a rhetorical question that is open-ended, that addresses all of our major conventional institutions that are in crisis. That's what happened. Our political institutions, our electoral institutions, our economic institutions, our social institutions.
What isn't in crisis right now?
What isn't in crisis? It's all happening now before her eyes, and she asks this question.
Right, I know.
We're finally at a point where we can, it's easy for us as humans to be able to expose corruption now within people's teams and all these things like that. And once so much corruption gets exposed, even if media tries to cover it up and play it off, people know. You know, they read it, they hear it, they see it, and they're like, well, that's that, you know, and they can try to cover it up all they want, but once it's out, it's out. And a lot of people are just tired of it now. You know, a lot of people are tired of politics in general. And I feel that politics is an outdated means of control. And based on using sciences now that we have achieved, we can let science set everything up to where everybody's eating, everybody has roofs over their heads. Look at all the money that was spent on all these fake wars over fake weapons of mass destruction. And that was what really woke me up when I saw 9/11 happen, and I watched it, and I was watching in my classroom at school, and I saw the other, I was like looking at another plane, I was like, oh, look guys, looks like that plane's gonna hit it too. Just joking, and then it did. I'm like, wow. When I saw that, and as it started to unfold, and they went over there with all these WMD claims and all this stuff, and then it ended up not being real, I was like, wow. That's some corrupt government stuff right there, and that was really what woke me up to our own system not representing the people's best interests and representing the corporatocracy. So yeah, we gotta stop spending all that trillions of dollars on war for no reason, causing division and death. And if we put that money into rebuilding the infrastructure of our nation, let alone the world afterwards, but first our nation, we would have enough to pay for everybody's schooling, everybody's hospitals, and we'd be able to redesign the infrastructure with clean energy systems everywhere.